Hey guys, welcome back to another video with ASMR with Asia, and that's Asia with a Z, not with the S. My name does not have an S, it is A-Z-I-A. Funny little story, guys, before I get started on the video. Whenever people call, like, at my job from, like, random companies, like, not actual parents, but, like, random companies and stuff, like pharmacies, for example, and they be like, and can I get your first and last name? But I'm like, Asia, I'm not saying my last name. And they be like, is that A-S-I-A? And I be like, yep. Because why y'all need to know me, how my name is spelled and all that. Like, mind your business. Guys, please just disregard my ashy hands. I did not put lotion on, and I refuse to stop and go do that. So y'all just gonna have to love me ashy. Do you love me ashy? Love me ashy, okay? Okay, so today I am going to be reading a couple of chapters out of this book. So I put a poll up and I was asking if you guys wanted me to read this, and like y'all was like, yes, of course. Only thing is, I just want to say right now, before I even put the book in the camera view again, I do not own the rights to this book. I don't want no copyright discrepancies, okay? This is Colleen Hoover's book, okay? Colleen, do I have your permission? Colleen, I'm asking you right now, do I have your permission to read a little bit of this book? I won't even read the whole thing, Colleen. If you don't want me to, just call me or text me and be like, hey, Asia, just read to chapter so and so and then stop. I'll do that. Just let me know, okay, girl? But no, for real. Someone did comment and was like, hey, like, I would love for you to read it, but just be careful because of like copyright and things. And of course, like, yes, I did think about that as well. But like, honestly, guys, one of my other YouTubers, ASMR artists that I follow, she read like 16 chapters out of Colleen Hoover. It Ends With Us. I think she did It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us. I think she did both books, but nothing ever happened to her channel, so I'm hoping the same for me. But yes, this is Colleen Hoover's book. I believe this came out, I know it's in here, I just saw 2021 somewhere, but I could have sworn it was like 2018 or 19. Yeah, 2018. Plus it's copyright 2018. Colleen Hoover, this is her book, not mine, okay? I am not taking credit for this book, okay? But yes, the book is, I think I'm saying it right, Verity. I hope I'm saying it right, Verity. Verity by Colleen Hoover. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by reading the back of the book. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Okay. My headphones are doing something weird. Okay. Loan Ashley is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin when she accepts the job offer of a lifetime. Jeremy Crawford, husband of best-selling author Verity Crawford, has hired Loan to complete the remaining books in a successful series his injured wife is unable to finish. Loan arrives at the Crawford home ready to sort through years of Verity's notes and outlines, hoping to find enough material to get her started. What Loan doesn't expect to uncover in the chaotic office is an unfinished autobiography Verity never intended for anyone to read. Page after page of bone-chilling admissions, including Verity's recollection of the night her family was forever altered. Loan decides to keep the manuscript hidden from Jeremy, knowing its contents could devastate the already grieving father. But as Loan's feelings for Jeremy begin to intensify, she recognizes all the ways she could benefit if he were to read his wife's words. After all, no matter how devoted Jeremy is to his injured wife, a truth this horrifying would make it impossible for him to continue loving her. A standalone romantic thriller from the #1 best time selling author Colleen Hoover. Sounds very, very, very juicy. I just realized that I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And if someone calls me, I'm gonna be so pissed. It's like, do I risk trying to put it on? Do I risk? saw as I did that. But we just gonna go with it, okay? Okay. Chapter 1. I hear the crack of his skull before the splattering of blood reaches me. I gasp and take a quick step back onto the sidewalk. One of my heels doesn't clear the curb, so I grip the pole of the "Ain't No Parking" sign to steady myself. The man was in front of me a matter of seconds ago. We were standing in a crowd of people waiting for the crosswalk light to illuminate when he stepped into the street, prematurely resulting in a run-in with the truck. I lunged forward in an attempt to stop him, grasping at nothing as he went down. I closed my eyes before his head went under the tire, but I heard it pop like a cork of a champagne bottle. He was in the wrong, looking casually down at his phone, possibly a side effect of crossing the street without incident many times before. Death by routine. People gasped, but no one screamed. The passenger of the offending vehicle jumps out of the truck and is immediately on his knees near the man's body. I back away from the scene as several people rush forward to help. I don't have to look at the man under the tire to know he didn't survive that. I only have to look down at my once white shirt and the blood now splattered across it to know that a hearse would serve him better than an ambulance. I spin around to move away from the accident to find a place to take a breath, but the sidewalk sign says walk, and the thick crowd takes heed, making it impossible for me to swim upstream in the Manhattan River. Some don't even look up from their cell phone as they pass right by the accident. I stop trying to move and wait for the crowd to then. I glance back towards the accident, careful not to look directly at the man. The driver of the truck is now at the rear of the vehicle, wide-eyed on a cell phone. 3, maybe 4 people are assisting him. A few are led by their morbid curiosities, filming the gruesome scene with their phones. If I were still living in Virginia, this would play out in a completely different manner. Everyone around would stop. Panic would ensue. People would be screaming. A news crew would be on the scene in a matter of minutes. That is so true. Like, you cannot compare, like, New York, Manhattan at that, to Virginia. Like, shout out to Virginia. That's where I live, y'all. Like, in Virginia, like she said, the news crew would have been there. Virginia is, of course, a lot slower than New York, so I definitely feel what she is saying when she says that. Alright, where was I? But here in Manhattan, a pedestrian struck by a vehicle happens so often, it's not much more than an inconvenience. A delay in traffic for some, a ruined wardrobe for others. This probably happens so often it won't even end up in print. That is crazy. As much as the indifference in some of the people here disturbs me, it's exactly why I moved to the city 10 years ago. People like me belong in overpopulated cities. The state of my life is irrelevant in a place this size. There are far more people here with stories much more pitiful than mine. Here, I'm invisible, unimportant. Manhattan is too crowded to give a shit about me, and I love her for it. Are you hurt? I look up at a man as he touches my arm and scans my shirt. Deep concern is embedded in his expression as he looks me up and down, assessing me for injuries. I can tell by his reaction that he isn't one of the more hardened New Yorkers. He might live here now, but wherever he's from is a place that didn't completely beat the empathy out of him. Are you hurt? The stranger repeats, looking me in the eye this time. No, it's not my blood. I was standing near him when I stopped speaking. I just saw a man die. I was so close to him. His blood is on me. I moved to the city to be invisible, but I am certainly not impenetrable. I can't say that word. I know that word, but I can't say it. Y'all know me. I am very smart, okay? But there are some words I just cannot say. It's something I've been working on. It's something I've been working on. Attempted to become as hardened as the concrete beneath my feet. It hasn't been working out so well. I can feel everything I just witnessed settling in my stomach. I cover my mouth with my hand, but pull it away quickly when I feel something sticky on my lips. More blood. I look down at my shirt. So much blood, none of it mine. I pinch at my shirt and pull it away from my chest, but it sticks to my skin in spots where blood spatters are beginning to dry. I think I need water. I'm starting to feel lightheaded and I want to rub my forehead, pinch my nose, but myself. I look up at the man, still gripping my arm. Is it on my face? I ask him. He presses his lips together and then darts his eyes away, scanning the street around us. He gestures towards a coffee shop a few doors down. They'll have a bathroom, he says, pressing his hand against the small of my back as he leads me in that direction. I look across the street at the Bantam press building I was headed to before the incident. I was so close, 15, maybe 20 feet from a meeting I desperately needed to be in. I wonder how close the man who just died was to his destination. The stranger holds the door open for me when we reach the coffee shop. A woman carrying a coffee in each hand attempts to squeeze past me through the doorway until she sees my shirt. She scurries backwards to get away from me, allowing us both to enter the building. I move towards the restroom, but the door is locked. The man pushes open the door to the men's restroom and motions me to follow him. He doesn't lock the door behind us as he walks to the sinks and turns on the water. I look in the mirror, relieved that it isn't as bad as I feared. There are a few splatters of blood on my cheeks that are beginning to darken and dry, and a spray above my elbow, but luckily this shirt took the brunt of it. The man hands me wet paper towels, and I wipe my face while he gets another handful. I can smell the blood now. The tinginess in the air sends my mind whirling back to when I was 10. The smell of blood was still strong enough to remember it all these years later. Okay, what happened 10 years ago? I attempt to hold my breath, but at the onset of more nausea, I don't want to puke. But I want this shirt off me, now. I unbutton it with trembling fingers, then I pull it off and place it under the faucet. I let the water do its job while I take the other wet paper towels from the stranger and begin wiping the blood off my chest. He heads to the door, but instead of giving me privacy while I stand here in my least attractive bra, he locks us inside the bathroom so no one will walk in on me while I'm shirtless. It's disturbingly shortest and leaves me feeling uneasy. I'm tense as I watch him through the reflection in the mirror. Someone knocks, but be right out, he says. I relax a little, comforted by the thought that someone outside the door would hear me scream if I needed to. I focus on the blood until I'm certain I've washed it all off my neck and chest. I inspect my hair next, turning left to right in the mirror, but only to find an inch of dark roots and the above fading caramel. Here the man says, fingering the last button of his crisp white shirt, put this on. He's already removed his suit jacket, which is now hanging from the doorknob. He frees himself of his button-up shirt, revealing a white undershirt beneath it. He's muscular, taller than me. His shirt will swallow me. I can't wear this into my meeting, but I have no other option. I take the shirt. When he hands it to me, I grab a few more dry paper towels and pat it at my skin. Then I pull it on and begin buttoning it. It looks ridiculous, but at least it wasn't my skull that exploded on someone else's shirt. Silver lining. I take my wet shirt out of the sink and accept there's no saving it. I toss it in the trash can and then I grip the sink and stare at my reflection. Two tired, empty eyes stare back at me. The horror of what they just witnessed has darkened to the hazel, from hazel to murky brown. I rub my cheeks with the hills of my hands to inspire color, to no avail. I look like death. I lean against the wall, turning away from the mirror. The man is wadding up his tie. He shoves it in the pocket of his suit and assesses me for a moment. I can't tell if you're calm or in a state of shock. I'm not in shock, but I don't know that I'm calm either. I'm not sure, I admit. Are you okay? I'm fine, he says. I've seen worse, unfortunately. I tilt my head as I attempt to dissect the layers of his cryptic reply. He breaks eye contact, and it only makes me stare even harder, wondering what he's seen that tops a man's head being crushed beneath the truck. Maybe he is a native New Yorker, or maybe he works in a hospital. He has an air of competence that often accompanies people who are in charge of other people. Are you a doctor? He shakes his head. I'm in real estate, used to be anyway. He steps forward and reaches for my shoulder, brushing something away from my shirt. His shirt. When he drops his arm, he regards my face for a moment before taking a step back. His eyes match the dye he just shoved in his pocket. Chartreuse. He's handsome, but there's something about him that makes me think that he wishes he were. Almost as if he looks as if his looks might be an inconvenience to him. As a part of him doesn't want anyone to notice, he wants to be invisible in the city, just like me. Most people come to New York to be discovered. The rest of us come here to hide. What's your name, he asks. Lowen. There's a pause in him after I say mine, but it only lasts a couple of seconds. Jeremy, he says. This is Jeremy, okay. He moves to the sink and runs the water again and begins washing his hands. I continue to stare at him, unable to mute my curiosity. What did he mean when he said he's seen worse than the accident he just witnessed? He said he used to be in real estate, but even the worst day on the job as a realtor wouldn't fill someone with the kind of gloom that's filling this man. What happened to you, I asked. He looks at me in the mirror. What do you mean? You said you've seen worse. What have you seen? He turns off the water and tries his hand and faces me. You actually want to know? I nod. He tosses the paper towel in the trash can and then shoves his hand in his pockets. His demeanor takes an even more sullen dive. He looks me in the eye, but there's a disconnect between him and this moment. I pulled my 8-year-old daughter's body out of a lake 5 months ago. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I gotta take a drink to that. This man just said that he had to pull his 8-year-old daughter out of a lake 5 months ago. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to imagine. I suck in the rush of air and bring my hand to the base of my throat. It wasn't gloom at all in its expression. It was despair. I'm so sorry, I whisper. And I am. Sorry about his daughter. Sorry for being curious. What about you, he asks. He leans against the counter like this is a conversation he's ready for. A conversation he's been waiting for. Someone to come along and make his tragedy seem less tragic. It's what you do when you've experienced the worst of the worst. You seek out people like you, people worse off than you, and you use it to make yourself feel better about terrible things that have happened to you. Guys, I'm gonna pause this really quick because Brandon is loud, and I gotta tell him to be quiet. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. I swallow before I speak because my tragedies are nothing compared to his. I think of the most recent one, embarrassed to speak it out loud because it seems so insignificant compared to his. My mother died last week. Oh my god. That's not insignificant compared to his, but I see what she means, but he doesn't react to my tragedy like I reacted to his. He doesn't react at all, and I wonder if it's because he was hoping mine was worse, and it wasn't. He wins. How did she die? Cancer. I've been caring for her in my apartment the past year. He's the first person I've said it to out loud. I can feel my pulse throbbing in my wrist, so I clasp my other hand around it. Today is the first time I've stepped outside in weeks. Wow. We stare at each other for a moment longer. I want to say something else, but I've never been involved in such a heavy conversation with a complete stranger before. I kind of wanted to end because where does this conversation even go from here? It doesn't. It just stops. He faces the mirror again and looks at himself, pushing a strand of loose, dark hair into place. I have a meeting I need to get to. You sure you'll be okay? He's looking at my reflection in the mirror now. Yes, I'm alright. Alright. Oh my gosh, he's still talking. Alright, he turns, repeating the word like a question, as if being alright isn't reassuring to him, as if I've said I would be okay. I'll be alright, I repeat. Thank you for the help. I want to smile, but it doesn't fit the moment. I'm curious what this smile would look like. Instead, he shrugs a little and says, alright then. He moves to unlock the door. He holds it open for me, but I don't exit right away. Instead, I continue to watch him, not quite ready to face the world outside. I appreciate his kindness and want to say more to thank him in some way, maybe over coffee or by returning his shirt to him. I find myself drawn to his altruism, a rarity these days, but it's the flash of a wedding ring on his left hand that propels me forward, out of the bathroom and the coffee shop and onto the streets, now buzzing with an even larger crowd. An ambulance has arrived and is blocking traffic in both directions. I walk back toward the scene, wondering if I should give a statement. I wait near a cop who is jotting down other witnesses' accounts. They aren't any different from mine, but I give them my statement and contact information. I'm not sure how much help my statement is since I didn't actually see him get hit. I was merely close enough to hear it, close enough to be painted like a Jackson Pollock canvas. I look behind me and watch as Jeremy exits the coffee shop with a fresh coffee in his hand. He crosses the street, focused on wherever he is going. His mind is somewhere else now, far away from me, probably on his wife and widow's eater when he goes home missing a shirt. I pull my phone out of my purse and look at the time. I still have 15 minutes before my meeting with Corey and the editor from Bantam Press. My hands are shaking even worse now than the stranger is no longer here to distract me from my thoughts. Coffee may help. Morphine would definitely help. But hospice removed it all from my apartment last week when they came to retrieve their equipment after my mother passed. It's a shame I was too shaken to remember to hide it. I could really use some of that right now. Wow. Okay. So that was chapter 1, guys. I think I want to read chapter 2. We're already 22 minutes in, but that was because I spent the first 5 minutes just rambling, which I did not mean to do. But yeah, let's see how long chapter 2 is. Some page turning for you guys. Oh, chapter 2 is kind of long. 11. Chapter 2 is twice the length of chapter 1. Oh, I have to make a decision. Guys, should I keep going or should I wait? It's if I start chapter 2, I have to finish chapter 2. I can't start it and stop it. Sorry, y'all, she's kicking. What should I do? Okay, let's just stop it. Okay, that was a little opening, a little teaser. We'll see what you guys say in the comments if you liked it, if you want me to continue to read it, and then we will go from there. And if you like it, guys, each time I record reading it, I'll do 2 chapters. I just did 1 chapter for this one because I want us to kind of see how we're feeling it. I'm enjoying it so far. I promise I won't read it without you guys, okay? I will wait for you guys. I will not read it off this camera, okay? But yeah, tell me what you guys think. The only reason why I'm stopping is because I want to go ahead and record another video because I'm comfy. I'm in my little spot on the couch. I got my blanket here if I need it, but it feels good right now. So yeah, I think I want to just go ahead and record another video. I'm gonna either record my goals for 2025 or I'm gonna record we listen and we don't judge. Probably gonna be my goals though for 2025 because I want to get that out before January is over. Of course, I want to put it out there before we get into the second month of the year, and because I need more things to talk about in we listen and we don't judge, because I want that to be juicy. I want that to be just as good as my storytelling videos. Someone commented and said that they want that because I didn't mention it in another video, so I got you. So that'll probably be my next video that I record. But yeah, I think I'm about to stop and do a video about my goals for 2025. But yes, guys, please comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking about the book so far. Let me know what you think about Jeremy. Let me know what you think about Lowen. Let me know what you think about everything. We can even make some predictions in the comments of what we think is gonna happen, where it's gonna go. But yeah, chapter 1 came strong, so I'm excited. But okay, guys, I love you. Oh, also, if you haven't already, follow me on TikTok. Some of y'all already started to follow me on TikTok, and I love it. I did end up posting a little clip up there. I think I may even do a couple more TikToks, but I don't know what to record on TikTok. That's why I think I didn't have it in the beginning. What do I put up there? I'm used to 25-minute videos like this. What I'm gonna do in 60 seconds. so he's not paying me any mind, which is fine.